Hey yo, Virgo, Rough Riders, Anthem's playing for you, alright? So look, we just stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. What's going on? Something's getting cut off abruptly. Your day reading was 0 to 100. So something happening all of a sudden. And so whether you getting shut down or or you shutting some shit down regarding people around you, or you just cutting off a certain type of mindset. Hey, yeah, look what fell out. Judgment, first card out. Yeah, some getting cut off, cut the lights off. Something happening. Judgment was called in some way, shape, or form. If it's you, your spirit is calling judgment on a situation involving that you are third dimensionally invested in. Something you have your body, your mind, and your heart fixated on. Your spirit has called judgment on all of those things. Whatever you're thinking about, or just whatever you're investing yourself in. Whatever you're giving your mind, time, energy, emotions, feelings, focus, and or money to. You feel me? If it's a form of expression, then so be it. If it's people outside of you, then so be it. But hey, something happening. Yeah, look, now you may be expressing this. It's like a judgment was called, and it's like that judgment is making you move, or because you did something, because you expressed something, because you invested in something. You could have been anxious when you was expressing this or communicating something. So you was kind of flimsy with it. But it's like you knew you had to do something, so you're doing something. You just a little flimsy with it. Or it's just something goofy altogether. Alright? And because you did something goofy, judgment was called. Or you're doing something, you're nervous, you're anxious, you've never really taken an action like this before, but you know you gotta take the action. You know it's time to move, so you're moving, even though you still don't know how to move yet. You feel me? Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Something happening though. It's gonna be a rough ride, I'm gonna tell you that much. Or you're getting off the rough ride. Whether you're getting on a rough ride because of something you did or something you expressed immaturely, or you're getting off the rough ride. But it's like you're getting off the rough ride while the rough ride is still moving. So you gonna have it's gonna be a rough landing type shit. You might stumble, you might fall a little bit when you're communicating or expressing this truth, but nonetheless, you're taking action. Yeah, look, if it's you versus someone outside of you expressed something to you. Someone outside of you brought you their mind from a lower energy. Or so someone brought you some negativity in some way, shape, or form. Whether it was an idea they tried to dress up as a good idea, but it was a bad idea. And now that shit got shut them down, and they opened up shop, and you opening up shop on someone's ass. Or someone brought you an idea, you invested in it foolishly, and now they shutting you down. They opened up shop on your ass. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Virgo. You know what you got going on. Again, your day reading the song was 0 to 100. Now you got rough riders. It's gonna be a rough ride because if you giving someone a rough ride because they try to invest in you immaturely, they brought you some bullshit, they got you invested in some bullshit. You bit the apple in some way, shape, or form. Now you calling judgment on the situation. You like, hold up. Nah, you expressing this truth now. You saying fuck this relationship, it's a bad idea, fuck these friends, fuck this idea, it's a bad mentality, it's lower energy, it's low vibe. I'm getting the truth, calling judgment, walking away from it. Are you that somebody? See, hey, listen, you may be calling judgment, or judgment was called and putting you in the space to express your somebody to somebody outside of you. You're no longer taking a certain type of mentality from people around you. If that's the case, because you call judgment on what you receive and it's like you call judgment on how you express or communicate your truth. And now you're getting into that now. Now you're expressing yourself, and now you're expressing what it is you won't take. And that's another shoe for you. Or if it's you versus someone outside of you, someone outside of you brought you a bad idea. You realize you invested in it, and then it's like after you invested in it, you got the truth about the idea. Yeah, someone was in a real low mentality, yo. Someone is if you're dealing with somebody outside of you, someone is in it's like a bad mindset. And all the swords is upright for Virgo. All right, so now it's like you may be you may be addressing that investment that brought you to a lower state of expression. Because look, it's like someone brought you a bad idea or just a bad investment, dressing it up as an opportunity. You invested in it. You found out it was a bad opportunity. You found out it was the opposite of an opportunity. It was something you should have stayed away from. So you called judgment on it. And now you view this situation in a negative energy. Or if it's you versus you judgment is called on you, because this is the first card. Judgment could be being called on Virgo because you expressed something immaturely. You invested in something that you were expressing as the truth, but it really was a lower state of mind. It really was a lower mentality that you had. You were in a negative state of feeling, a negative state of thinking, living, and or experiencing and expressing. And you pushed that out in some way, shape, or form as the truth. And because the actual truth is known now regarding something you invested in that was brought you to a lower state of feeling, judgment is called on Virgo. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. That's another shoe for you though. So you could be addressing somebody in the sense because they brought you some bullshit and it's like you're done with their bullshit and now you see this person in the state. It's like you can see someone for who they are now. Or judgment is called on you because look, Page of Wands, because you invested in something immaturely. How you express yourself or how you handled something you invested in, how you express this passion, how you express these lower minds, these lower immature minds, these lower negative mindsets. Or bad ideas, bad judgment calls. You presented bad opportunities as good opportunities. Someone may have invested in those opportunities and it only brought them the opposite of what you said it was. And now that judgment got called on you because someone outside you took a chance on what you said was an opportunity. You feel me? Ooh, put your foot in the shoe that fits you. God damn. All right. I still need one more though. Okay. So whether you the judge or you're being judged, that's the judgment for that ass. Balance is being brought though. Someone can't heal. So if it's you versus you, we're gonna give you one big scoop. If it's you versus you, you may have expressed or invested in something, and it's like you were presenting this truth tactless. You thought you were managing, or you thought you could handle something. You thought you were expressing some sort of truth, but in all actuality, it was a lower mind or a lower mentality or a lower way you felt, a lower form of expression, or it's like you were in a low place. You were in a negative place, and you thought it was a good idea to express that. So you invested in that. And because you invested in that, because you expressed this lower mindset or this lower relationship or you invested in something that was bullshit. And because you invested in something that was bullshit, you are being judged. And the judge that judgment is putting you in a space where you can't heal. That's one. If it's you if another one is you and someone invested in you, someone brought you a bad idea, someone brought you a dressed up bad idea, presented it to you as an opportunity. They told you they told you they were abundant in some way, shape, or form. All that glitter isn't gold though. You invested in it, you bit the apple only to find out that this was not a good apple to bite. Now you're expressing a different type of passion instead of what you previously were expressing. Judgment was called, and now you realize you can't heal this situation. You see this person for who they are. Their mask fell off when you invested in whatever you invested in with them, and now you can never go look. It's like you can't go back to how you used to view them. As long as it's truffle butter is the song that's playing for you. So yeah, so whether you invested in a bad situation and you fucked up, can't get unfucked up, or someone invested in a bad, someone brought you a bad situation, you invested in that bad situation, you got you judgment was called in some way, shape, or form. Why when you invested in? It's like as soon as you did something, or as soon as you got involved in something, you became aware of something, or something happened to you that made you call judgment, and now you're no longer you're going in a new direction because you realize you can't heal this situation. No matter what you do or how you invest yourself, this situation isn't beneficial to Virgo. So Virgo gotta let it go. Bad friends, bad family, bad relationship, bad ideas, bad mindset, bad form of expression, you push. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. I'ma fuck with you though.